Hello everyone, this is Steph Sushi, aka Galaxian Knight, with ship or not to ship Fandoms Are Us, the Anime Expo Lite 2020 podcast. Yay! Cool. Sorry guys. As you can see, I do not have my partner in crime, Dole Whip Drea. I'm kind of sad right now. Social distancing has closed a lot more things, especially in LA here. We're starting the process of reclosing again. And she's visiting from Florida here, but she's quarantined in another house. So I'm a little depressed right now, but that's okay. Maybe I can get her with me tomorrow over the phone. So we'll see if we can do another podcast. All right. So if any of you got to tune in to the live stream of Anime Expo Lite, yes, sadly, Anime Expo 2020 is live streamed this year, but don't worry, we have some fun things for you guys to look forward to if you didn't get a chance to check out the stream. So, one of the first things I want to start with is actually my least favorite. Aniplex dropped some merch on us as well as updates to their games on Steam. So Aniplex Steam, if you have a chance to go to the website, check out some great games to download for you for your RPG's pleasure. There was the Magical Girl one, Magical Girls, and it's okay. I downloaded it because I was curious. You can delete it. Let's just put it that way. It's okay. I'm being mean. It's fine. But it's weird when it's the battling RPG game and you have to battle legs and a torso. That was weird. Anyways, don't take my word for it. Try it out. You might be into that. I don't know. But the one I was most excited about is okay, I'm going to mess up this pronunciation. Adabana, Odd Tales. So it's about this girl named Shirohima. She wakes up in Adabana. Her memories are lost, and she meets a boy named Kurofure, who they both travel through classic Japanese fairy tales in the land of Adabana to mend the distorted tales. So all of the fairy tales of the Japanese culture are broken, and they're going through the land pretty much mending it. The animation on this game is stunning. If you get a chance to download it, make a Steam account. You can delete it. Make a Steam account, download this game, see if it's worth. It's a nice animation. It's stunningly beautiful. The stories are absolutely gorgeous. If you ever listen to folk Japanese fairy tales, you know it'll make you laugh, they make you cry. There's a lot of tragedy surrounding those fairy tales. So this is a beautiful game. Check it out. All right. So the one I was anticipating the most, The World Ends With You anime has been revealed. So if you don't know what The World Ends With You is, it was a game back in 2008. I believe DS Games dropped it, and later on it was developed through Android and Apple. You can download it to your phones and stuff like that. And then they also developed it for Switch. So it's a game. I can give you guys a little bit of a background. So Neku is a boy who hates interacting with people. Like, he literally hates interacting with people. But he wakes up in Shibuya. So he finds himself trapped in what's called the Reaper games. And if you've ever played the game, so each day there's like 7 things missions for you to complete. And if you didn't complete them, your life would be evaporated. Like, literally you would disappear. It's pretty cool. And I enjoyed the game on my DS. And it's the animators and creators of Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. So you can't go wrong with this game. Now, the cool part is, what's being done recently, and I've noticed, is anime is picking up these games and turning them into anime series or movies. Kind of highlighting them, saying, hey, we're going to try a different, media output for this game. And it's cool. It really is cool. Oh my gosh. So I came late to the panel and I was so excited. And Tetsuya Nomura, sorry, I cannot pronounce his name worth crap, sorry. He came to the, he was explaining a lot of, they went behind the scenes, they talked to the director, they talked to the composers. It was beautiful. Like, it was a good panel, but I had came late and apparently someone said they played the trailer at the beginning, and I'm like, no, I waited this whole time and I missed the trailer. I was so upset. So literally they were like 2 seconds after they said goodbye, and boom, they dropped the trailer again. And oh my gosh, I was expecting like the Final Fantasy like animation. I was expecting that kind of like, CGI. No, it literally looks like a mixture between 3D and 2D, like almost like a comic come to life. I don't know how to explain it. You have to take a look at the trailer online. Definitely could check it out on YouTube or at the Anime Expo channel. So definitely take a look at it. But oh my God, it's stunning and amazing. And I was just like, yay, I cannot wait. So there was some exciting news surrounding that. So I'm very glad I got to take a look at the trailer because I was going to be very sad if I missed it. All right, so moving along. What else did we have on the docket for us? Let's see. So this year I was really excited for Masquerade. Now, if you don't know what Masquerade is the competition that's usually at Anime Expo every year. They also do smaller conventions like also Anime LA, Comic-Con, PMX. So they all have like Masquerade balls, so to speak. They have the ball where it's the party, and then they have the contest, which is the performances. And usually they do these awesome skits of all these performances of the with cosplay. And I remember doing one at Mikomi-Con, and I did one as Princess Mononoke, San's character, and I pretty much treated San like a cannibal, and that one of the panelists was missing. So I was covered, and I made sure I was covered with blood all over. I took some extra makeup and just put it all over my face, like blood. So that was a lot of fun, and I got, best newcomer. They just thought it was hilarious, or most entertaining, something like that. I don't even remember. But Masquerade is my favorite because I get to see the development of the cosplay genre. It has developed so much. It is now becoming almost mecca. So you look at some of these people that develop, like, the Transformers and the Gundam Wings. Oh my God, those transformations are absolutely amazing, and some of them are not even robotics. Some of them are. Those people. I'm sorry, you engineers, you stink. That you have that gift, but some of them are just pure, just almost like pulley systems that they just pull their costume apart. It's amazing. Okay, so I was really, really excited for this Masquerade. And I guess I didn't read the memo, and it upset me greatly. They decided to do a contest surrounding pandemic masks. Okay? COVID-19 strikes again. And Yaya was one of the panelists, one of the judges, and if you ever have a chance to look at Yaya's cosplaying, she's absolutely amazing. She's been around for so long, and she's just so pretty, and it's not fair, and she knows patterns, and she has a fabric line, and and she just wrote a book. I was also watching her panel this earlier in the day, so she's just amazing. Like, it just made me feel so good being the costumer in me was like, sort of like, yes, this is what I'm talking about. This is cosplay, yes. Okay, so I was really bummed. They made them like create or decorate their own pandemic masks. So it's supposed to be masquerade. Boom. And I only had two I liked. One, and it's from the same guy. It's not even like any of the other ones so I'm just going to name the ones I liked. I was greatly disappointed. So one guy did Gyarados and Magikarp. So he was wearing the Gyarados mask, and it literally was the mouth of Gyarados, like in 3D form on his mask. It was kind of cool. And then he did a 3D mouth and kind of the face of Magikarp, and he had that on a different, like, wig head. So he had that placed there, and that was the coolest one. And then there were others. There was My Hero Academy won Best Mention. There was Link from Zelda, which was kind of plain to me. I was kind of like, okay, it looks like it's crocheted. I don't see the detail. But maybe it's because it was live streamed and they probably have a better view of the pictures that were sent in. So I don't know. And then the worst one, and Yaya picked it. I was so plain. I said there has to have been like better construction and better masks out there than this. So someone did tuxedo mask. Shocking! But it looked, maybe, she said there was rhinestones on it. I didn't see it. Maybe I was blind or something. But it looked like a white mask with a flower attached to it. Okay. It looked like a mask with a flower attached to it. But she says that the fabric was really nice and stuff. And I guess if you just choose that for the fabric, I guess, whatever. It was, no. I'm just going to leave it at that. No. So one of my gripes before I go into my gripes, because I don't want to bore you with those. Yes, I do, later. I watched the Naruto and Boruto dubbing panel. And I usually don't watch dubbing panels. I'm not a big fan of the English dub. I am very much a Japanese purist when it comes to anime. The only one I make the exception for really is House Moving Castle, because I love Christian Bale. Yes, okay. And that was my favorite one. Also, but it was nice to hear from them the work it goes into dubbing, especially English dubbing. And it was also nice to hear like some of their funny stories, I think the woman that, I always forget her name. Oh, Lord, I can't even pronounce it. She plays Naruto, and she's been playing it for 16 years. So they haven't changed. And it's so funny because I've seen her at other panels before and other conventions. And so hearing her voice and normally talk, I just picture, Naruto comes to mind. But it's really funny because they were telling stories about, like, their favorite episodes that made them laugh. And I guess she brought up when Naruto has, like, explosive diarrhea and she had to perform that. And I'm like, I would have lost it. As an actor, that would have broken me. I don't think I could perform explosive diarrhea. Hands down. Good on you, girl. So, it was just interesting because they had all different perspectives. And then the girl that played Boruto, since she's very new to it, I think she almost had like an envious streak about her where she was like, you guys have been doing this for 16 years, and here I just come in, and I'm still wondering if this is what's going to happen to me in 16 years, So she had made a comment about that, and I thought that was very interesting. Like, how long can you play a role like that? And Naruto has gone on for way too long. Proves my point. Oh my God, 16 years? I mean, imagine if you're doing a play. Granted, they get different material for each episode, but being known as this character. Well, I guess, if you think about Daniel Radcliffe, he'll always be Harry Potter. Anyways, never mind. So, yeah, that was my first. It was just interesting about all the work that has to be put into dubbing, and I could never do it. I wouldn't have the patience for take after take to get it right. So, power to you guys. You did awesome. All right, now it's time to get into my favorite part, the gripes. Okay. So, when you go to a convention, usually they have transition media playing. So whether you're in the exhibit hall, whether you're in, out in the main hall, whether you're out in the lobby area, whether you're in a panel waiting for it to start, sometimes they have games, sometimes they showcase an anime episode. So they had a lot of transitions. No, none of the cool stuff. Not dropping trailers that we wanted them to drop. They dropped the same darn trailer. So I guess that's equivalent to seeing the outside panel showing the same trailer over and over again at a convention. But when you're going from panel to panel or waiting for a panel to start, they usually have a little more entertaining stuff to be shown. And I guess the biggest thing right now is the miniature cooking. I've seen it on YouTube. I've seen it on Instagram. I have seen it on Facebook when I go on. I've seen this a lot. Why is this entertaining? I don't understand it. Literally, it is a one-bite meal. And yes, it's amazing that they can do that, cook things and cut things up this small. But in all honesty, it was giving me anxiety watching it. I was waiting for the girl to cut her finger open with that tiny knife the way she was holding it. I was just like, wow, on how she was cutting. It gave me anxiety. So I don't know why, but they kept playing different types of recipes on how to make this. And I said, do people actually do this? Like, not for recording purposes, but just do this? I don't think so. At least I hope not. Questions today, that would have me question everything. And then, God bless this woman. Oh, Lord. I'm not a religious person whatsoever, but bless her. They had, in transition, they also had a woman trying to show you how you can cook some traditional, easy snack meals. So like udon, yakisoba, all those fun stuff. And it was very interesting. Like, it looked good, and she cooked it amazing, and she was precise. But when she has a voice like this, and it is around 9 o'clock at night, and you're waiting for the next panel to start, I had to, smack my mom awake. She kept falling asleep. That is not a good transition, especially when you're waiting for the next panel, and you're tired. That's nap time. So it was this Anime Expo convention, the Anime Expo Lite, was interesting. I feel like this has been a trial and error. And I'm sorry, screw you, YouTube. Seriously, they dropped the format. Okay, so at the beginning, I'll go backtrack here. At the beginning of the convention, when it just starts, I was so excited. I was going to pop it up on my Roku TV, and I was like, yeah, I can watch the streaming from there on my YouTube. So I was really excited because I had my Twitch open on my phone. I didn't really want to watch it off my phone. So I was like, I'm going to watch this there and then watch this on the TV. Fine. Oh my God. They removed the live because it was infringing on something, I believe. It looked like it was infringing on something. So the video was removed. The live stream was removed. And on Twitch, they just kept apologizing. No, we're working on it. We're trying to get back up. And I'm like, maybe it's because of all the, I guess, in the explanation of what was being live streamed. A lot of the animes are being copyrighted, so it was giving you a lowdown of Anime Expo. And I guess maybe that's why they thought it was a copyrighted material that they were posting. So, good on you, YouTube. Good on you. I'm shaking my head at you. But they got it back up and running, so I was able to stream Channel 1 and Channel 2. So, because they couldn't fit everything on one channel, and because it would be way too long to do things were happening simultaneously like they normally do at a convention. So they had a Channel 1 and they had a Channel 2. So it was kind of interesting. I'm seeing a lot more action-adventure animes being popped out, which is nice. There wasn't any shoujo, really. I believe they had Love is War. They dropped the next season, so that's cool. And they were more pushing the box sets than they were. And also Crunchyroll subscriptions and Funimation subscriptions. So there was no swag. Everything was purchased or raffled. So you had to enter the drawings and the raffles just to get any swag. So that's the bummer. I feel like they should have sent everyone maybe a little bit of swag if they were RSVPing. But then we would have to actually pay for a ticket. And I think they're justifying it. You guys are getting this for free. So it was bummer. I mean, you can't compete with the real live convention, and I was really sad this year, but I had fun. I got to talk to some cosplaying buddies that I haven't talked to in a long time, and we got to talk about what we're going to do when this pandemic ends, if it ever ends. Hopefully it'll end. And maybe we'll do a meet and greet. Well, that on that note. But tomorrow is day 2. They're only doing 2 days, which is sad. I think they could have stretched it out a little more. Then they would have gone at least till 5 o'clock or like 3 o'clock each night instead of going to 10 o'clock or 11. I think they have one happening right now. But they also had in between smaller panels called cultural panels. And they had a lot of renowned professors coming in talking about the art and historical culture of the Japanese culture and how that developed into anime, the art development to anime, as well as costuming to cosplay. So it was really kind of cool. Like that was interesting. They dropped some cars, so replicas of some anime cars, as well as like, you know, some Lamborghinis that were looking pretty awesome. So that was fun. I don't know. It was a very slow-paced day for Anime Expo when you're doing it by yourself. I did miss the panel I wanted to see. It wasn't the one I wanted to see the most. That would be When the World Ends With You. That was the one I wanted to see. But the one I wanted to see was actually the Lupin the Third panel. I haven't seen a Lupin the Third panel in such a long time, so I was really excited. But it was going on the same time as another panel, a cosplaying panel that I wanted to see, so I couldn't see it. Bummer, but it's okay. I'll watch it. You can also watch all of these if you missed any, and you want to check it out yourselves. Go ahead on YouTube. They have them all there on the Anime Expo page. You can check out everything has been recorded and the videos are up, so you could take a look at some of the good content yourself. Yeah. All right, my friends, it is that time. I am tired. It is 11:45 at night. It is past my bedtime. I am an old woman that has 2 children who are not here. They're at their daddy's. So I'll probably drink a glass of wine, probably kick back, update my status. You know the drill. All right, my friends. Thank you very much for listening to our Anime Expo Lite 2020 podcast. This is Stephanie Zushi, aka Galaxian Knight, and you are listening to Ship or Not to Ship, Fandoms Are Us. Later. Peace out, my friends.